What's your emergency?
I hate pain. I hate pain.
Where's your pain?
Here.
Can you tell me where you're located? What's your address?
I don't know my address is.
What's the phone number you're calling from?
410-465-6886.
Okay, can you tell me what's going on today?
I hate pain. I'm back home.
Do you need an ambulance to go to the hospital?
No thanks. I'm fine.
Do you want us to dispatch help?
Please hurry.
Okay, I'm dispatching a unit now. Stay on the line. I'm going to ask you some more questions.
All right.
Paramedic Tom arrives at the patient, Chris's home, to find him doubled over in pain.
Paramedic Tom assesses Christopher's vital signs and symptoms using clear communication and best medical practices, including asking for understanding, using a lower body stance, and using gestures.
After completing his evaluation, Paramedic Tom decides that Chris needs to be transported to a local hospital for further assessment.
Listening to this call may have made you a bit uncomfortable and may have been a little bit difficult to understand. But what you need to know is that the person who made the call is a self-advocate educator. His name is Christopher Schoenbrodt, resident of Howard County, and also my nephew. The paramedic is our partner in this project, Captains Thomas Gerber, trainer of EMS in Howard County. We are grateful that they are both here with us this evening. The call that you just experienced represents the type of unique role play training that we propose through Project STEER. Good evening. My name is Dr. Lisa Schoenbrodt, lifelong resident of Howard County and professor of speech-language pathology.
And I'm Dr. Leah Katherine Saal, assistant professor of education. And we are here tonight to talk to you about our big idea for Howard County, Project STEER, strategic training for empathic emergency response.
Through Project STEER, we propose to create, implement, and evaluate a sustainable training program for fire and EMS in Howard County to better serve the nearly 22,000 residents with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
In our program, we will use self-advocate educators to train fire and EMS on the characteristics of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and how their behaviors or communication abilities may vary during times of crisis or trauma.
Trainees will practice skills in better communicating with people with disabilities that include role-play scenarios with self-advocate educators, much like Christopher's 911 call for help that you just experienced.
But big ideas rarely become reality without teamwork. Based on our experience creating similar programs for law enforcement, we know that partnership is necessary to create sustainable and successful training programs.
The Project STEER staff, Leah and I, will work alongside Captain Thomas Gerber and local self-advocacy organizations for people with disabilities to co-create scenarios that will work on things like clear communication, use of gestures, and appropriate body positioning.
After creating the training and training the self-advocate educators, we will hold 10 two-hour sessions to train up to 500 EMS and firefighters in Howard County using the STEER curriculum.
So what will the monies be used for? First, the monies will be used to create all Project STEER materials. Second, to pay for all participants' stipends. Third, to conduct on-site trainings. And last, to provide healthy snacks for all.
But perhaps most importantly, in terms of the budget, Project STEER will pay self-advocate educators for their work. Project STEER will become a meaningful employment opportunity for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities in Howard County.
In conclusion, we hope that you will support our big idea and steer towards clear, empathic communication between first responders and people with disabilities in Howard County.
Thank you, and good night.